This is the All-American Prepper coming at you from the bunker. Welcome, YouTubers, fellow survivalists, and preppers. Alright, now I talked about this before it ever happened, okay? And I do my research and I read the small print. And I'm going to put the video right there to where I talked about this before they even did it, okay? So, this is what's happening. Well, I'm going to address a couple of things. First, the draft bill that they passed. A lot of people was going to say, well, it's always been that way. You know, when a male turned 18 years old, he was supposed to go down to the post office and register for the draft. Okay? But now, when a male turns 18, he's automatically registered for the draft. Okay? And the draft was from 18 years old to 24 years old. They changed it. Now it's from 18 years old to 26 years old. And I'm going to get to why they're doing all this, okay? Also, let's talk about the migrants, okay? Well, everybody knows that they're letting these migrants in and giving them lots of free stuff, hoping to get their vote. And you know, if you're giving somebody free stuff, they're probably going to vote for whoever's giving them that free stuff so they can continue to get it for free. Okay? But what they fail to understand is this government doesn't give a shit about us, Americans. So they're making it appear as if they care about the migrants, but no, they're not. They're just farming us. And they're going to do the same to the migrants. What I mean by that is, you do your own research, okay? Don't just take my word for it. But I will not lie to you. I read the small print in that draft bill that they passed, okay? And it says migrants will be eligible for the draft also. I'm getting a little ahead of myself. Also, by the year 2025, okay, which that sneaks up real quick. I mean, time's going by so quick. Women from 18 to 26 will also be registered for the draft. Okay? That's the first. But also, the migrants will be registered for the draft. Okay? So literally they got them in here because they know there is a very large war brewing and they're going to need bodies on the battlefield. Okay? So they lured these migrants in here to get their votes. And when they register the vote, that registers them for the draft. So, all these migrants that are coming in and getting all this free stuff, thinking, yay! They're not going to be happy when they get rounded up and shipped off to war. But that's really their plan. I don't know how to explain it any easier, okay? So, that's their end game. That way they got enough bodies to throw at this war that's coming. I mean, because, you know, a few years ago, because I live in Florida, all right? And, we got Russian battleships, nuclear submarines. Some years back, man, Americans would be losing their mind over that. And I'm just not hearing people talk about it all that much. It's like so much chaos is going on that they're just like, it's just another day. Well, no, it's not. When we got our enemy, which Russia is America's enemy, and America has a lot to do with that. That's a whole nother story that I just don't have time, but I'll get into that. But NATO brought about all this. Really. NATO started this. A lot of people want to think that Putin started it by attacking Ukraine. Well, when Ukraine was invited to join NATO, Putin he couldn't have that. So, and I'm not a sympathizer. I'm just stating the facts, okay? So, the migrants are being set up. They're going to get their votes. Then they're going to ship them off to war. And this war is going to be brutal. I mean, we have our troops, because they thought that trench warfare was a thing of the past. But if you do your research, now they're training our troops trench warfare. And that is some serious, brutal warfare. And the migrants are going to be out there in the trenches too. So that's their game. If you could add to that, or leave comments to bring up discussions about what's going on, okay? So if you can add to it, or if you disagree or agree, whatever, just put it in the comments. And we're going to see how this thing plays out, but I know I'm right. I've read it. See, all American Prepper, stay ready, stay dangerous, and have a blessed day.